I discovered a new fertilizer technique for my garden, and I am going to share that with you. My name is Stacy. Welcome and welcome back to my garden. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my God. The smell is not pleasant at all. Let me show you what is inside here. In my small space gardening oasis, you will learn how to grow more in a small space or how to grow more plants in less space. Oh, I garden in a tiny space with extreme heat and little water. I started a small space container vegetable garden. I have several small space gardening ideas that will teach you how to maximize growing space. I have a year-round, heat-tolerant vegetable summer garden. So inside here, you can see that is a crocus bag, and it has chicken manure in sawdust inside there. So what I did was to put some of this chicken manure that is in sawdust in another crocus bag. Let me get my gloves. Next one. All right, so the chicken manure, see right here, it is in sawdust. So this is how I got this chicken manure in sawdust. Now, for those who don't know, most persons that has a chicken farm here in Jamaica, they would usually use the sawdust as bedding for their chickens to keep them warm, and so that's how the manure ends up in sawdust. So this is exactly how I got it, and I am making use of it just the way it is. I am sure you can get the chicken manure without the sawdust, and so you go ahead and use it just the same. I decided to try something out by doing exactly this, putting some in this crocus bag and then add some water to the barrel. This set has been here for maybe a week and a half. Yes. And it smells really, really bad. But anything that is good for my garden, I am fine with it. I grow organically, so I don't have a problem dealing with this. So how I came by this technique, let me show you. Let me go to a container. Oh, okay. All right. So as you notice that I use the chicken manure in sawdust to mulch my fruit trees containers. So the chicken manure that is within the sawdust, each time that I water, the chicken manure slowly releases. And I realize how much of an impact that has been on my fruit trees. They have been progressing so well. And so I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and make me some liquid fertilizer using the chicken manure. And hence, this is how we got here. Let me show you exactly what it looks like. See how brown it is? Very rich. It almost has an instant effect on my plants. I've used it twice before because I was testing it. I've seen great effect on my plants. So making your chicken manure into a liquid fertilizer, your plants will love it. And I have proven it right now. I still do have my liquid fertilizer made from kitchen scraps. These are three buckets right here. This bucket has in some water with Epsom salt that I've been working on a particular plant that needed the minerals from the Epsom salt. So that is what is in that bucket. So the other three buckets still do have my liquid fertilizer made from kitchen scraps. So I still use my liquid fertilizer. I will not stop using this because my garden has been thriving on it. So I will not stop using it. But I am so elated to discover I get almost an instant reaction or instant result from the chicken manure liquid fertilizer. So that is one. This is another one. And I have several videos on how I make this liquid fertilizer from kitchen scraps. Not going to bother to remove this bucket to go in this one. Basically the same thing going on inside this one. This is my first time with this bag. After I'm done using this portion of liquid fertilizer, I'm going to use this maybe 2 to 3 more times before changing it over. And when I'm done, the sawdust that is left, I will save it to use as mulch. But I kid you not when I say I almost get an instant result or an instant reaction after using this on my plants. Just showing you a little example of how I go about using this on my plants. So that is enough for that container. I am not trying to get it to seep through the container. What I want it to do is to soak through the soil and settle so that it can do its thing. So it's not that I am watering. I just need to apply the fertilizer. That's it. What I usually do is water my plants before applying my liquid fertilizer. But because I had some rain, my containers, they are extremely moist, so I do not need to water them at this point. And just with my liquid fertilizer from kitchen scraps, I prefer to use this as well during the evening. I am not going to bore you and let you watch me fertilize all of my plants. If you have used this technique before, comment below and tell me. If you are considering using this technique, also comment below and tell me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, walk good. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, and share if you can. I sincerely appreciate it, and thank you so much in advance. Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam.